It was one of the most incredible experiences. It was just out of control. We were just attacked with volunteers. It was amazing.
I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We wouldn't miss it for the world.
Everybody just stepped up to the plate for a great cause.
An amazing sight to see everybody just literally working together.
There's more than 1,500 people here, and I've been told they're expecting 4,000.
I have a dream, and that dream is that as a nation, we can make a difference. My dream, my prayer, my hope is after you go through this, you realize you don't need me or cameras or Ty Penny to look across the street and to see that there's a neighbor who needs your help. It's not about knocking down the house. Sometimes it's just looking across the street and realizing that little lady suddenly in a wheelchair. She just needs a ramp. Making a difference, changing lives, is the best job in the world.
So it is the day before the door knock, which we call it's go time for us here at CBH Homes. We have put in long hours, long days. We got the call 2.5 weeks ago, I believe, and have worked pretty much every day since starting. It's 6 a.m. I think this morning we're back at it, and we left somewhere around 9:30, 10 o'clock last night, and that's kind of been the trend.
It's Tuesday, about noon. We're doing a final site evaluation at the house, the Hero House. We've kind of set up which trees are going to be taken out, take a look inside the house as far as the asbestos removal. Just kind of walking the site, getting some measurements and some pictures. Everything looks good. Pretty excited. Of course, things are coming down to just the fine details. Probably getting more excited to just get going than anything. So it's looking good. Ready to go.
First of all, thank you guys all for being here. I think, as you can tell, we're at the Stockdale house here, and there's some kids involved here. They have play sets and toys everywhere, and helping families with young kids is one of my favorite parts of this job, because I believe that helping children helps all of us and helps this world to be a better place. And this family is a very young family. Mom and Dad are only 26 years old, and they have 4 little kids, ages 6 to 2 years old. Every one of those kids has a disease that I can't even pronounce, but basically attacks their digestive system so that they can't digest properly solid foods. They have to eat special formulas or special diets, and so the whole day of this family revolves around how to get these kids nutrition and how to help them grow, and they can't do it the normal way that kids do it. And yet, when you see these kids, they're so full of life and they're so full of joy, and they obviously spend all their time playing and being kids. It's remarkable to me that parents can face that kind of obstacle and still keep their kids alive and happy and well. I'm not a parent myself, but I have had the good fortune of watching my friends and family, and there's a lot of good parents in my friends and family. And I know that the one thing that you do if you're a good parent is you sacrifice everything to make your kids happy. And I believe that the Stockdale family does that. So much so that Dad actually quit his job and went back to school to learn how to be an immunologist so that he can find a cure for his kid's disease. So he's paying for the medical bills for this family. He's paying tuition to learn how to heal his own kids, hopefully someday. The very last thing on their to-do list and to pay for list is this house. And that's why it's a train wreck. And especially for 4 kids who have an immune system disorder, who can't eat properly, who get fed through feeding tubes, this house is really a danger for them and an obstacle to their getting better. So Dad's doing everything he can to make them better. Mom's doing everything she can to keep this family together. I am proud to say that this week we will do everything we can to give them the house where they can grow up and be safe. And hopefully one day Dad will find a cure for this disease and their lives will be the way they should be.
I talked to Kathy shortly after, and she said how she cried as soon as the first back alarm went in there, and she didn't realize that there was that much that was going to happen because all the memories. But of course, I quickly explained to her that, but think of all the great memories that are to come. I think going into it, my biggest fear is going into the house. The first one was the well. Could we get it donated? Could we find a contractor that we trusted, had faith in, and could we get it done in an amount of time?
Gary DeSpiva, who is the president of the IGWA, we had a meeting with him, and within 20 minutes he had the problem solved and had people lining up to volunteer.
One of them, Rollo, our construction manager, the one that wears the cowboy hard hat, when our framing started to go, hard and it was tough and long, and I have to tell you, when guys were leaving the roof, Rollo scampered up that roof, put on a tool belt, and started framing. And he'd been there 14, 15 hours. He was tired, he was hot, and it's just a memorable moment to show that he was just going to get it done.